News. My name is Anita Jones.
And my name is Antonia. Today, on April 9th, 1865, the Lee surrendered at the Potomacs has finally been released to the public. His army was surrounded and the men were weak and exhausted. Robert E. Lee realized there was little choice but to consider a surrender. The general and him wrote a series of notes between each other and decided to meet on April 9th, 1865, at the house of Wilmore McLean in the village of Appomattox courthouse. Their meeting lasted 2.5 hours. At conclusion, the bloodiest conflict in the nation's history has ended.
7 months ago, the Confederate strategy was to circle Atlanta and Sherman, cutting off his railroad supply route. From November 15th until December 21st, 1864, Union General Sherman led some 60,000 troops on a 285-mile march from Atlanta to Savannah, Georgia. The purpose of this was called the March to the Sea. Sherman's soldiers did not destroy any of the towns in their path, but they stole food and livestock and burned the houses and barns of people who tried to fight back.
Luminous, and I'm here with
James Lindsay. Confederate General Robert E. Lee concentrated his army at Gettysburg and Pennsylvania, and his army attacked General George G. On July the 3rd afternoon, after a massive artillery bombardment, Lee attacked the United Cemetery Ridge, which repulsed with his heavy losses what is known as Pickett's Charge. Lee's second invasion of the North had failed.
May 18th through July 4th, 1863, the Vicksburg occurred, the only city in Warren County, Mississippi. Vicksburg is a nail-head that holds the South two halves together. Vicksburg is the key. Final major military action in Vicksburg campaign.
Breaking news. The Battle of Antietam, also known as the Battle of Sharpsburg, was on September 17, 1862. The bloodiest single day in American military history, ended in a draw. But the Confederate retreat gave Abraham Lincoln the victory he desired before issuing the Emancipation Proclamation. The South lost because in Gettysburg Battle they lost a lot of people and they can't replace them. The North won and the enslaved become free. My name is Antonia and this is Jaha News.
Sumter was the spark of the Civil War. On April 12, 1861, the Southern troops attacked Fort Sumter with cannons. The Union troops were outgunned and had very little supplies left. Union troops didn't do very much damage, and on April 13th, Union troops surrendered and evacuated Fort Sumter. The Confederate, also known as the South, wins this battle.
1861, Union and Confederate armies clashed near Manassas Junction, Virginia, in the major land battle of the American Civil War. The Confederate victory gave the South a surge of confidence and shocked many in the North who realized the war could not be won as easily as they had
Watching Jaha News. I am Anita.
And I am Antonia.
Please tune in tomorrow for our 7 o'clock broadcast. Hi, welcome to Jaha News. My name is Anita Jones.
And my name is Heather Muniz. Today on April 9th, 1865, the Lee surrendered at the Potomacs has finally been released to the public. His army was surrounded and the men were weak and exhausted. Robert E. Lee realized that there was little choice but to consider surrender. The general and him wrote a series of notes between each other and decided to meet on April 9th, 1865, at the house of Wilmore McLean in the village of Appomattox courthouse. Their meeting lasted 2.5 hours. At conclusion, the bloodiest conflict in the nation's history ended.
7 months ago, the Confederate strategy was to circle Atlanta and Sherman, cutting off his railroads and to oh my God, I messed up.